Courage over comfort is the heartbeat of every true winner because stepping into the unknown, the difficult, and the uncomfortable is where growth, transformation, and greatness are born. And those who embrace this truth understand that comfort zones are safe, but they are also silent cages that keep potential locked away, while discomfort is the arena where resilience is tested, character is forged, and possibilities expand. And although fear and uncertainty are inevitable companions in this space, winners lean into them, choosing to act despite trembling hands and racing hearts, because they know that courage is not the absence of fear but the willingness to move forward with it. And every step they take into discomfort rewires their belief in themselves, proving that they are capable of more than their doubts suggest. And with each risk embraced, they build a deeper trust in their own capacity to adapt, learn, and rise. While comfort lulls people into stagnation, courage ignites momentum, because when you stretch beyond what feels easy, you open doors to new skills, new strength, and new confidence. And in this process, failure becomes less frightening and more like a mentor that teaches lessons only found on the other side of risk. So winners do not chase the easy path, they chase the meaningful one, even if it demands sweat, setbacks, and sleepless nights, because they understand that comfort may offer temporary relief, but it never delivers lasting fulfillment, while courage gifts them growth that cannot be taken away. And it is this choice, again and again, to step into the fire of discomfort that separates those who settle from those who soar, those who talk about dreams from those who live them, and ultimately those who remain in the familiar shadows from those who shine with the light of a life fully embraced. Resilience in failure is what truly distinguishes those who rise from those who remain defeated, because setbacks are not the final word but the pages where the greatest lessons are written. And winners understand that every stumble is an invitation to learn, adapt, and grow rather than a verdict on their worth or ability. And when failure comes, as it inevitably does in the pursuit of anything meaningful, they do not see it as proof that they are unworthy, but as proof that they are trying, stretching, and daring to move beyond the ordinary. And instead of being paralyzed by disappointment, they ask what this moment is here to teach them, what strength it is trying to build, what perspective it is trying to shift. And in doing so, they transform failure from a weight into a stepping stone. Because resilience is not about never breaking, but about discovering that you can mend stronger than before. And it is in the cracks of defeat that courage, humility, and determination seep in, shaping character in ways that smooth victories never could. And each setback, whether big or small, deepens patience and perseverance, reminding them that progress is not linear but built through cycles of trial and recovery. And when others walk away after a failure, winners stay, choosing to endure the discomfort of starting again, because they know that strength is forged in the fire of persistence. And slowly, with every attempt that follows a fall, they build an unshakable trust in their ability to face uncertainty and overcome obstacles, and this trust becomes their foundation, carrying them through future storms with a steadiness that others mistake for natural talent but is, in reality, earned grit. And while failure discourages those who see it as the end of the road, it empowers those who view it as a temporary detour leading to greater clarity, sharper focus, and deeper resilience. So what sets winners apart is not immunity from failure, but the courage to keep showing up again and again, turning what could have been endings into powerful beginnings. Discipline and consistency are the invisible forces behind lasting success, because true achievement is not born from a single burst of effort, but from the steady rhythm of daily choices, even the smallest ones, that compound over time into remarkable outcomes. And winners understand that greatness is rarely about dramatic gestures, but about the quiet commitment to show up every day, regardless of mood, circumstance, or immediate reward. And this commitment builds habits that create momentum, because when you repeat an action often enough, it becomes part of who you are rather than something you struggle to do. And discipline is not about harsh self-control, but about aligning your actions with your vision even when distraction or fatigue tempts you away, while consistency is the proof that intention has become practice. And together they form the backbone of resilience, because when Challenges arise. It is the structure of daily discipline that keeps a person anchored, preventing them from drifting too far from their goals. And though the results of small, disciplined actions may feel invisible at first, over weeks, months, and years they gather like drops of water carving stone, shaping character and creating a foundation that cannot be easily shaken. And winners embrace this process with patience, knowing that shortcuts are illusions and that the only reliable path to lasting success is paved with repetition, perseverance, and intentional effort. And while others wait for the right time or the perfect conditions, disciplined individuals move forward steadily, proving that consistency outlasts bursts of motivation. And this persistence teaches them that progress is less about speed and more about sustainability, less about occasional brilliance and more about everyday reliability. And in the end, what separates those who dream from those who achieve is not talent alone, but the willingness to practice the same principles, uphold the same standards, and pursue the same goals with unwavering consistency, turning small daily choices into extraordinary results that endure far beyond the moment. Authenticity and self-belief are the foundations of a true winner's mindset because the strength to rise, lead, and endure does not come from imitating others, but from trusting one's own voice and honoring one's unique path. And those who embody this truth understand that comparison is a thief of both joy and progress, because the moment you try to shape yourself into someone else's image, you dilute the very essence that makes you capable of extraordinary things, while authenticity calls for vulnerability, the courage to be seen as you are, imperfect yet worthy, flawed yet full of possibility. And self-belief transforms that vulnerability into power by reminding you that your worth is not defined by external validation, but by the quiet, unwavering conviction that you are enough and capable of growing into even more. And this alignment between who you are and what you pursue creates a deep inner strength, because when challenges arrive, as they always do, authenticity grounds you in your truth, giving you clarity when doubt surrounds you, and self-belief gives you the courage to keep moving forward even when the path is uncertain. And winners know that while talent and skill are valuable, they mean little without the confidence to use them boldly, without apology or hesitation. And each time they choose to stand firm in their own voice rather than bend to fit the expectations of others, they reinforce that belief, strengthening their ability to weather criticism, rejection, and failure without losing themselves. And in this way, authenticity becomes not just a personal trait, but a compass, guiding decisions, relationships, and actions in ways that align with their deepest values, while self-belief fuels the resilience to keep striving toward goals that may seem impossible to others. And together these qualities create a presence that is magnetic, because people are drawn to those who are real, unwavering, and unapologetically themselves. And while many spend their lives chasing approval, winners choose authenticity because they know that true success is not about being celebrated for who you pretend to be, but respected for who you truly are. And with that comes a freedom and confidence that no failure, rejection, or setback can strip away. For when you trust your own voice, you no longer fear losing your place in the world you created. Gratitude and humility are the quiet strengths that keep true winners grounded, because while achievement can tempt people toward arrogance and entitlement, those who truly succeed understand that every step forward is built not only on their own effort, but also on the support, opportunities, and lessons provided by others. And this awareness creates a spirit of appreciation that shields them from the emptiness of pride. For gratitude reminds them that success is not a solitary journey, but a shared tapestry woven with guidance, encouragement, and even challenges that shaped them. Resilience and humility allows them to honor that truth by recognizing that no matter how high they climb, there is always more to learn, more ways to grow, and more people to thank. And rather than boasting about victories, they focus on the blessings that made those victories possible, which fosters deeper connections with others and keeps their character aligned with integrity. And this balance of gratitude and humility prevents them from being blinded by ego, because they understand that arrogance isolates while appreciation unites. And when they encounter setbacks, they can handle them with grace because gratitude teaches them to see value even in difficulty, and humility reminds them that struggle is part of being human. And this grounded mindset makes them approachable, trustworthy, and respected not only for what they achieve but for how they carry themselves. And as they continue their journey, they find fulfillment not in being above others but in walking alongside them, lifting others up and sharing lessons with generosity, because they know that true greatness is measured not by how loudly you declare your success, but by how deeply you honor the people and experiences that shaped it. And gratitude fills their heart with perspective, while humility anchors their spirit, ensuring that no matter how much they accomplish, they remain rooted, steady, and open to the endless possibilities of growth. Vision with action is the defining trait of winners because while dreams spark hope and ignite imagination, without action they remain fragile illusions that eventually fade into regret. And those who truly succeed understand that vision is only the beginning, a picture of what could be, while action is the bridge that transforms possibility into reality. And winners are not content with merely dreaming. They pair their aspirations with intentional steps, even small and difficult ones, because they know that progress is built not in leaps but in steady, deliberate movement. And every great achievement begins with the courage to take the first step, followed by the discipline to keep stepping even when the path feels uncertain or the results are slow to appear. And in this process, vision provides the direction, the compass pointing toward purpose, while action provides the movement that prevents life from being lived on pause. And when obstacles rise, as they always do, vision gives them reason to persist, while action gives them the means to push through. And together they create momentum that transforms distant goals into lived experience. And winners also understand that action does not demand perfection but persistence, because waiting for flawless conditions often means never beginning. So they start where they are, with what they have, trusting that clarity and strength will grow through the act of doing. And by aligning their daily efforts with their larger vision, they gradually sculpt a reality that once seemed impossible. And this alignment not only fuels their determination but also builds confidence, because every action taken, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that their dreams are achievable. And while many remain stuck in the realm of someday, winners move forward in the present, showing that dreams are not meant to be admired from a distance but lived fully through commitment, perseverance, and bold execution. And in the end, it is this union of vision and action that transforms intention into legacy, proving that what separates those who wish from those who win is the willingness to do the hard, daily work of bringing dreams to life.